Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Gina and I make videos about houseplants and houseplant related content, and I make videos every week. And thank you for joining me here today. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at my propagations. So these are propagations I made like way back in October, I think was the most recent one I did. Some of these may be even older, but I did a video, I think it was like a Halloween special video where I propagated with you guys. So we're going to look at those. And in addition to that, we're also going to take a look at some plants that I'm going to be having for sale in my shop. So we're going to do a little bit of houseplant shopping at the Pink Trellis right here in my home. So by the time this video is live and you guys are watching it, those plants that are for sale will be on my website. And my website is thepinktrellis.com. thepinktrellis.com. So you can head over there after the video, or if you're like really super in the market for buying plants, you could check it out now, but then come back and watch this video with me. So the plants you're going to find on there will be mostly Hoyas, and for the first time there's going to be Dischidias on there, and I always have some string of hearts available, so that will be there, and possibly some Scindapsus. I may have like a Cebu Blue Pothos that I could post on there. Just one, I think, and then possibly some micans, philodendron micans. So that's what you're going to find, and so you'll have to check it out. All right, so the plants that I have propagating, I keep them in containers like this. So these are some of my propagations here, and this one lives in my bedroom, and then I have like 4 trays that are right here in my office. So we'll go through all of those. There's quite a few, and there's a lot of duplicates, but we can see how plants, the same plants can grow at different rates, and that should be interesting. So, all right, let's get started. All right, so I went ahead and set up shop here right on the floor because I think this would just be the easiest. So, all right, well, let's get started. So now I was looking at these before I started this video here, and it looks like these have all been propagated. These were all propagated on November 8th of last year, 2022. So these are, so that makes it November, December, January, February, March. Almost exactly 4 months. These are almost exactly 4 months old. 4 months and 2 days. So, all right, so here is the first one. And this is a Hoya Rebecca. And I will have a Hoya Rebecca in my shop. So if you're in the market for a Hoya Rebecca, you could check it out. Here is another one. This one has gotten a little bit longer, has grown a little bit faster. And I think this, yep, this is also a Hoya Rebecca. And if you look here, this one has shot off another branch with some baby leaves coming out. And this one has a ton of aerial roots. So the reason this has aerial roots like this is because it's grown in such a humid environment, it shoots out these roots. If you put this in your normal room humidity, these are going to dry up. But what you can do is just cut them right off. It's totally safe to cut those right off. Or if you wanted to propagate this right away, you could just, you already have a root system going here, so it'd be super easy to get it started. So just a little tip there. All right, so what else do we have here? Something different. That's another, actually this is another Hoya Rebecca, but I'm going to show you guys this because look at the sun stressing on this one. Now this one is older. This one was not, it doesn't have the date on it that I propagated it, but it's definitely an older one. It's been sun stressing a while, so it's really pretty. All right, let's see. How about Hoya Sunrise? Look at this. this gorgeousness. This is also an older one, and it's been propagating for a while, and it got these beautiful sun-stressing colors. Gorgeous. And I'll have a sunrise for sale in my shop as well. Here's another one. Really cute. And let's see here. My favorite, I guess this was my favorite sunrise with this beautiful sun stressing. All right, something different. This is a Hoya Hushkiliana, and this is the yellow version. So there's a pink and there's a yellow, and that just signifies the color of the flower. So this one gets yellow flowers. And it's just a cute little small leaf Hoya. This one was propagated November 8th. So I have a few of those, and that will be in my shop. What else? Oh, all right. This is one of my very favorite Hoyas. So this is the Hoya Kentiana Lori Lynn. And I have 3 of these that will eventually be going into my shop. There will be one there, and I have this one here. So pretty. So I really love this plant. This is one of my very favorite Hoyas. I'm really excited to have it for you guys in my shop. So check that out. If you're into Hoya Kentiana Lori Lynn. What else? I think there's a lot of duplicates in here. Oh, you guys saw this one before. This is my Croniana Super Silver that has the heart-shaped leaves. So that one is doing well. And I think that's it for this box. So we'll move on to a different box. All right, so this prop box has a little bit more variety in it. Different plants, some that aren't going to be for sale yet. They're just not ready yet. For instance, I have this String of Hearts Silver Glory, which is a beautiful plant. It's nearly there. I want to give it a little bit more time before I post that one. And then there's also some plants in here that will probably not ever be for sale. These are for me. And this is my Begonia Julau. And I'm water propagating this plant, which I want. Oh, look at all those roots. Beautiful. So I want to put this one in a terrarium. So yeah, this is for me. That's not for sale. Something for sale. So I have these Beacensis Splash. I have a few of these. I think the others are in another prop box, but this is one. What else? So some Dischidias that I'm going to be having in my shop. So this is Dischidia hirsuta. It's a cute little small leaf Dischidia. I love Dischidias because they're just so much like Hoyas care-wise. And small leaves are my favorite. And there's a lot of small leaf Dischidias. So that's pretty awesome. I have a few. That's another hirsuta. So this one, so cute. This is the Dischidia One Stripe, which I will have in my shop. And what else? So this is the Hoya sigillatus, which I think, pretty sure I'm going to have one of these for sale in my shop. Real cute, real pretty. And so now these, let's see here. It's a good one to show. So I propagated these not that long ago. This is the Hoya linearis, and I did a video where these are the ones I propagated. I have 3 of them here. And I just wanted to show you guys how these grow. So this one is long here because this was like a top cut, so it's already pretty long. But if you look, let me see here, right here, see this bright green stem popping out? This is eventually going to look like this. This was just like a a two-leaf cutting. I stuck it in there, and that's the new growth that comes out. That's how it looks. So these are doing really well, really well. So these, I kind of want to let them get nice and trailing before I sell them, just so I know that they're doing well before sending them out. But so far they look like they're doing great. So here, another one I will have in my shop, Hoya quinquenervia. This is a new growth point here that popped out. It will get leaves eventually. Look at this giant, beautiful, shiny leaf. Love this plant. And so this is mine. This was a Tradescantia. I think it's like the Pink Panther, which I had it shipped in and it shipped horribly. And this is like, I had just a couple of strands left, and this is actually grown. This is bigger than what it was. This was like nothing, and it's growing slowly, but it's growing. So that's for me. That's not for sale. I think, oh, and one last one. Another Dischidia. This is the Dischidia tansuensis. And I will have one of these in my shop as well. Really cute. And I think now that's it for this box. So we'll move on to the next one. All right, so this is a fun box. It has, actually, well, I showed you the Biacensis splash in the last box, and I said that I had more. I didn't realize I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 more in here. And this is just another example of the Biacensis splash, which I found I mean, you wouldn't, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of a slower growing plant. Like this one has taken off. This stem right here, that's all new. But now like this one, I propagated it the same way. This one was 3 leaves. Well, I guess this one was maybe 4 leaves. This one was 3 leaves, but it just hasn't really done anything, which is interesting to me. I mean, it's got some roots. It hasn't shot out a new growth point yet. So some are just slower than others for whatever reason. I have another sigillatus here, not quite as big. Actually, I have 2 more in here. There's another one, slower growing. And then I have these rotundifloras, which I have found rotundiflora to be super slow growing for me. When I'm propagating these, they take forever. I don't know why, but that's just how they are. Something different, Croniana Black. I have that in my shop. I have a few of them. So pretty. Nice dark leaves, small leaves, which I love. And then I have Hoya Lei, which will be in my shop. And I think that's all the Hoyas. This is for me. This is a begonia. I think it's Manaus. I'll put the name on the screen. I can't remember, but it's funny because I went to an aquarium shop because I have a saltwater aquarium, and I have a clownfish, and I wanted to get him her some frozen food. And so that's what I went there for. And they had, of course, they have reptiles at this place also. So they had like a terrarium set up with all these different types of terrarium plants like begonias, and they sell cuttings. So I got this for like $6.99, which is really awesome. So I'm just water rooting this one. I just got it a few days ago. So, but yeah, I have a terrarium. I'm ready for it to go into, and I'm excited about that. I just think it's so pretty. That red, it's beautiful. So I think that's it for this box. We're just whipping right through these boxes. I have one more box left, and then I'll show you the exact plants that will be for sale in my shop. All right, so this box is filled with lots of Hoyas. I have lots of Matildes that are still growing roots for me. They haven't shot off any new stems. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I like to, before I sell my cuttings, I like to make sure that there are actual new growth points. So before I sell, because I want you guys to know that these are actively growing plants, and it just makes me feel better. This is a super silver, Croniana super silver. This is Hoya species affinity Burtonier or something like that. It's a pretty one. I find this plant to be so challenging. This is like, I would say, I don't know why. You know, it's a common plant. You can find this one at the big box stores, but I have the hardest time with this plant. I have had it die on me so many times. I don't know why. Do you find this one challenging, any of you? Let me know. It's a challenging Hoya for me. Here's another one. Another Matilde. I have a lot of Matilde. Another Rotundiflora. And then I have all of these Hoya Anglerianas, which I'm not posting these for sale yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to sell these or not. I'm thinking about putting these all into one pot so I can have a big pot of them. I'm not sure. I may end up selling them, but for right now, I'm just holding off, just in case I want to do that. I have a little Hoya Serpens. He's not for sale yet. What else? Here's another Hoya Lei, which I said already will be in my shop. And so I saved the worst plant for last here. None of these are bad plants, but this is sad. This is sad. Okay, so I'm putting up a picture right here to remember my Peperomia Pink Lady. Beautiful plant. Here she is today. Can you believe that? I mean, I can believe it. This is like the third time I've gone through this with this plant, and this isn't my original plant. The mother plant, the original plant, was from 2019, and I've had to start over like 3 times with this thing. So I don't know what happens. I think it did the best for me when it was in a terrarium. It lasted the longest for me, like over a year. This plant was in the terrarium. I took it out and it grew beautiful. You know, you saw the picture. And then it just started like wilting. And I don't know, it just, for some reason, they just crash on me. And I know I'm not the only one. I know other people have that experience. But so I have this still, you know, I still have some growth on it. And then I do have a cutting in a terrarium. So, I mean, I have backups. But it's just nuts. It's crazy how, you know, just a few months ago it was looking gorgeous, and here it is today. So, you know, it happens. What can you do? You just keep going. You keep trying. I love this plant, and I will never give up on this plant. So, All right, so that is my final prop box. So now I'll show you the exact plants you'll find in my shop. All right, so here is the tray filled with all the plants that you will find on my website. Unless they've sold out, but I do have backups. So if they have sold out, I should be able to post another one for you guys. But so this I only have one of, and this is my Hoya calistophylla, which is a nice big one. Nice long stem to grow new leaves, and it's just beautiful. So that is in my shop. This is the Hoya sigillatus. All of these have been photographed, and they should be live on the website. Hoya croniana black, nice long plant here. This is the Kentiana Lori Lynn. Beautiful. I love that. The variegation on this one with the pink and the white is just beautiful. And the difference between just the normal Kentiana and this one is that the variegation is on the outside. It's beautiful. This is the Hushkiliana yellow Hoya. And then here, there's a variegated Hoya carrii, just gorgeous. This is the Dischidia hirsuta. And the Hoya Rebecca. And this is the Hoya Sunrise. A nice long stem Hoya Quinquenervia. It's going to get some new leaves coming out. I can see them where they're going to be coming out. So pretty. The Hoya Lei with lots of new leaves on this one. Some tiny, tiny little ones at the very end that will be coming out. And this is the Dischidia tansuensis, currently in my shop. And only one. I only have one of these, Hoya carmelae. A nice little small leaf Hoya. A more rare one. And this is the Dischidia one stripe. Nice long stem with lots of little leaves. So cute. Love that one stripe. And I think the last one, and I only have one of these, this is a Hoya Matilde Super Splash. Beautiful splashing on this one. So I think that is it. That is everything. Those are all the plants in my prop boxes. And then these for sale. And like I said, if these sell out, some of them I have backups I can put on the website for you guys. Some of them are just one of, like this beautiful Matilde Super Splash. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing this. So if you guys are in the market for some Hoyas, Dischidias, String of Hearts, possible Cebu Blue Pothos, and Philodendron micans, and Scindapsus, I don't know yet on those. They may be a bit longer before I get those on there, or they may be on there right now, so you can just take a look. So again, my website is thepinktrellis.com. So check that out. And just to give you a little information on my shipping and whatnot. So I charge a flat rate of $15, whether you buy one plant or 5 plants, it's $15. And that gets you priority mail shipping. And also winter insulation. And if it's below 40 degrees on my end or on your end. I'll put a heat pack in there, that's included. And what else? So currently I only ship within the United States. And then I don't ship to California or Hawaii because from everything I've read, that they have like restrictions on those in those states. But then I see, I've tried to research this, and I see some people they are shipping into California. I don't know about Hawaii. California for sure, even if they don't have like the certification to do it. I've just been kind of afraid to do that, just in case when it goes through the customs, I don't want them to destroy the plant. So that's why I just keep California and Hawaii off my shipping destination list. I don't know if you guys know anything, if you are plant shippers, and if you haven't had any problem with that, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to hear others' experience with that, because I would certainly love to be able to ship to all of the United States. But anyway, just let me know in the comments if you have any input on that. I would really appreciate it. So I think that's all the information that you would need for my shop. I ship on Mondays and Tuesdays, just so plants don't get stuck over the weekend at the post office. And I guess that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, seeing my propagations, seeing plants that are for sale in my shop. And if you enjoyed that, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.